If you love the idea of smoked chicken legs or smoked chicken drumsticks, you definitely should try this recipe. It enhances them a bit because you can add way more flavor to them with more coverage of seasoning. So what I'm talking about is butterflying chicken legs for smoking them on the Traeger pellet grill. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you how we butterflied the chicken legs. This is my husband's hands right here. I definitely recommend wearing gloves, makes it a bit easier, and getting a sharp paring knife to use. So the first cut that you want to make is one parallel cut down the leg in the center, touching the bone. This is the first cut, and it's going to help you open the chicken leg meat for the next step, which is making 2 more cuts. So you want to make 1 cut on each side of the chicken leg bone, and you'll want to use one hand to pull back the leg meat while the other hand makes the cuts, and then you want to smush it down to flatten it out, so it's all the same thickness throughout. So these are going to cook a little bit faster on the Traeger or whatever pellet grill you're using because you're flattening them out. And then again, you're going to get so much exposure to seasoning because you can basically season the inside since you sliced them open. And then you're still going to get a really nice skin depending on how you finish them. I'm going to take you through a recipe now for smoking butterflied chicken legs on the Traeger, and it takes about an hour and a half to do. So you smoke butterflied chicken legs at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. You put the seasoned butterflied drumsticks right down, the cut side down, and you smoke them for 45 minutes at first, and then you get your barbecue baste ready. And then you brush on the barbecue sauce to the chicken legs, and then they smoke for an additional 30 minutes still at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. So now you're at about 1 hour, 15 minutes total. Okay, so after that last half hour goes, you flip over the chicken so the meaty side is facing down and the skin side is up, and then you brush the skin with more of the barbecue sauce if you want. I always like to add as much flavor as possible. And you basically sear the smoked butterfly chicken at 500 degrees Fahrenheit until they're done. So they'll be pretty close to finished at this point. Once you flip them over and put on that barbecue sauce, you know that they're done when the internal temp is 175 degrees Fahrenheit. I think these took about 20 minutes longer at 500 degrees Fahrenheit. So these are so good for game day. They're a really different way to enjoy smoking chicken legs on the Traeger, and they'd be great served with something like the smoked queso dip from Sip Bite Go. You can get all my favorite smoker recipes on the Sip Bite Go YouTube channel or at sipbitegO.com. So here's just a quick look at that queso dip. It takes an hour to cook. You use all the fresh vegetables you'd like, and it's so good to serve it with some chips. Cheers!